The family that traded their own son for a stranger. The day I caught my ex-wife, Samantha, with another man, I thought that was the hardest day of my life. I was wrong. The hardest day was actually 3 months later, when I walked into my parents' house for Sunday dinner. And there she was, sitting in my mom's favorite armchair, sipping tea like she still belonged there. My parents didn't just like Samantha. They adored her. While we were married, she played the part of the perfect daughter-in-law to a T. She sent the flowers. She remembered the obscure anniversaries. And she listened to my dad's boring fishing stories for hours. But then, she cheated. It wasn't a mistake. It was a choice. And when I finally packed my bags and left, I thought my family would have my back. I was dead wrong. At that dinner, I looked at my mother and asked, "Mom, what is she doing here?" My mom didn't even blink. She just smoothed her apron and said, "Now, Leo, don't be dramatic. Samantha is going through a hard time too. We aren't just going to throw away 5 years of friendship because you two had a little falling out." A falling out? She destroyed our marriage in our own guest bedroom. I looked to my father for support. He just sighed, adjusted his glasses, and muttered, "She's family. Son, you need to be the bigger person. Pass the mashed potatoes." It didn't stop there. For a year, I was a ghost at my own family events. If there was a barbecue, Samantha was at the grill. If it was Christmas, her stocking was still on the mantel, right next to mine. Every time I tried to speak up, my sister would roll her eyes and tell me I was being toxic and bitter. They weren't just keeping her around. They were replacing me with her. She was the daughter they never had. And I was just the inconvenient reminder of the mess she made. The breaking point? My 30th birthday. I walked into the backyard and saw a huge banner. I smiled for a split second, thinking they finally did something for me. Then, I read it. Happy promotion. Samantha, my own birthday. And they were celebrating her career move. I didn't yell. I didn't scream. I just turned around, walked to my car, and drove away. I blocked all of them. My parents, my sister, all of them. 6 months of silence went by. Then, a knock on my door. It was my dad. He looked tired. He told me Samantha had finally moved on. She moved to Chicago with the guy she'd been seeing. "She's gone. Leo," he said, like he was giving me a gift. "You can come home now. Sunday dinner is at 6. I looked him right in the eye and said, "Dad, you didn't choose me when I was hurting. You only chose me when she was gone. I'm not coming to dinner, because I'm not your backup son. Sometimes, the people who raised you are the ones you have to outgrow. I lost a wife, but I gained my freedom from a family that never really saw me at all.